In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I hit my first 6.5k month as a video editor with no clients. I'll break down everything from offer to funnel to what worked for me to every single key shift that I did in my business. But now you might wonder, who the fuck am I and how can you trust anything I say? My name is Isma, I'm a video editor. I've been editing music videos for 5 years and now I run this creative store, which looks a little bit like this. And this is my dashboard for last month, where you can see that I had 7,000 sessions and $6,000 in sales. Like exactly $6,000, that's insane. And I'm going to reload this for you guys so you can see that I'm not lying about this. And I'm gonna also show my dashboard for the day. This is today's sales, $300, and it's 8 a.m. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna do a quick backstory because I went through this a lot deeper last time. But I graduated high school last year and I didn't want to go to college. And I was making music videos but didn't make any crazy money doing that. And I grew tired of working with clients. So instead, I started growing my personal brand on Instagram and YouTube. And I started this a year ago, last August actually. And I'm gonna show my dashboard for that month real quick. So I'll go all the way back to August 2024. And this was my first month selling digital products, and this is what it looked like. This only says that I made 6,000, and in the title I said 6.5k, and that's also because I do have affiliate sales from other products, which you can see right here. From July 1st to July 31st, I had $540 in earnings. So in total, that brings me to 6.5, something like that. A little bit more. And also I have to say real quick that I'm not here to sell you a course or some mentorship. I don't have a course. I'm mainly just doing this because I love talking about this stuff. So this is just to show that I'm just a normal guy. I'm nothing crazy. I'm not a 1 in a million. I honestly just worked my way up here. So now that you know a little bit about me, I'm going to start breaking down everything. And we can start off with products. The products that I sell, I'm going to go on my website and show real quick, are editing products. So presets and plugins. When I first started out, I was just making preset packs, but then I logged in for like 2 months and coded this plugin. So the products that I sell are low ticket, and usually a preset pack is somewhere around, let's say like 27 to 57. That's the usual price for a preset pack. Or actually, I'm gonna change this to preset pack. This is the usual price of a preset pack. And then I also have my plugins, or actually I just have one plugin. So I'm gonna type out plugin and bundles, because I also do have a couple bundles on the side. And the plugin is 87 and my After Effects bundle is 147. So these are a little bit more expensive, but the product that you're selling is completely up to you. I can't show you what you're supposed to sell. But one thing I have to mention is that when I started, I was just making preset packs. I didn't have any plugins or any bundles, which made it really hard for me to scale. And when I made my first After Effects bundle, I'm gonna just show it off real quick. This one right here. It includes 12 preset packs inside of one, and it's priced at 147 instead of 450 if you would buy everything separately. And when I launched this, I honestly thought that no one would buy it. Maybe like one person. But then for a solid like month or two before I dropped my plugin, that bundle got me most of my revenue. And I'm gonna show exactly why in a second. But now that you know what I sell, I'm gonna go more into the funnel. So I'm gonna type out funnel right here. And the first part of the funnel, I just have to quickly mention that I'm not an expert in this. I just speak from my experience and what I've realized. Okay, so in my funnel, I have a traffic source. I'm gonna just make this a little bit smaller. And my two main sources of traffic are YouTube and Instagram. Because on my Instagram, I do a little bit of educational content, like quick editing breakdowns, and also promote my products a little bit. So over here, I'm gonna type out like quick breakdowns and promotions like that, because that's what I post on my Instagram. And on my YouTube, I do full-on like editing tutorials and breakdowns of music video effects. So tutorials. And why I do tutorials is because they give out a lot of free value. So I give out free value in editing. I break down effects. I show people how they can do things. And after I giving out the free value, I start plugging my own products. And that's usually when people buy. So for my traffic, I have YouTube. And on YouTube, I do tutorials where I give out free value, which leads to buyers. And that's basically my funnel on the YouTube side. And then I also do a little bit of these more like promotional videos where I just promote my products. I don't give out any free value. I'm not sure what to call them, but I'm gonna just say promo videos, because that's kind of what they are. I want to get traffic from Instagram of these breakdowns and promotions. Most of you might think that I send them straight to my website, but I actually don't. I send them right over to my YouTube. And that's because Instagram is short form, and the people on Instagram don't usually buy things just when they're doom scrolling. And if I would send them straight to my website, they would probably just see, oh, this shit is 147 bucks. I'm not buying that shit, and just click off. So instead, I send them straight to my YouTube. And if they do check out my videos, then that means they have time to go and check it out and learn something. And if they don't check it out right now, they might come back later and go through my funnel of the tutorials, free value, and then they might buy. That's basically my funnel. It's nothing too complicated, but there are a lot more things that go into this. Like for example, when you do get all this traffic, you might realize that people don't buy things, and that's something I was struggling with really heavy until I figured out this one thing. If you're facing that problem, there might be a lot of reasons why, but my main problem was pricing. When I first started off, I was overpricing my products and they weren't really that good because I didn't really know what the people wanted. But now if you go on my website, you can see that I have a lot of products for $37, $37, $37, and then I have some for $47, and then I have one for $57, and then I do have the VFX kit for $87. So I'm gonna just break down why I have these prices. When I do get a new customer to the site, I'm gonna just type out customer. They usually look at the cheapest product to try out, since they don't know if I'm legit, they don't know if my products are good, and most of my products are $37. And I mean, getting a sale of $37 isn't bad, but that's not where I want to be. If I'm gonna have someone go through all of this, then I usually want to bump up the order value to something a little bit higher. So that's why I have these $37 products. So for example, if they wanted to buy this Ultimate Underground Effects add-on version, it's $37. But then I have the Ultimate Underground bundle, which is 2 packs for $53. So that might just make them jump from 37 to 53 instead. So I just took this customer from 37 to 53 with just this little bundle. And then when they check the description, they might see, oh, it's 60 presets in this pack. I might as well go and check out the VFX kit, which is 150 effects for $87 instead. So that might just make them jump from 53 to 87. And just with that pricing strategy, I just took this customer who was about to spend $37 all the way up to 87. And then I also do have the final step, which is the After Effects bundle, which includes 400 presets for $147. So for less than double the $87, you're getting like, what is it? 2.5 more. Wait, actually, I might have to type this out. So in the $37 product, it's 30 effects. And in the $53 product, it's 60 effects. And in the $87 product, it's 150 effects. And then in the $147 product, it's 400 effects. So you can clearly see that this is kind of a ladder. I think it's called the value ladder. And I think I took it from Russell Brunson when I read his book. So basically the dream customer is the customer that I get that is supposed to spend $37, but then realizes that he gets so much more out of his money by spending $147. So it's kind of a psychology game. But let's say that the customer just wants the $37 product because that's what he's looking for, or maybe the $53 product. Then when he buys it, I do have something called upsells. So when he buys the product, he comes to another page which shows him like other products that people usually buy with that one, and he gets a discount of that product. So maybe the Essential Effects pack will pop up right there. And instead of 57, it might be like 47. So from this upsell, he might spend 47 extra just by that. And my upsells aren't the most effective ones, but they do convert sometimes, and that's great. But now that we talked a lot about pricing and the value ladder, I probably should have made it a ladder instead of going down. I also want to mention real quick that I do have an email list with like 1,500 people in there, and I do send out emails sometimes, and that also brings in some sales. And something I forgot to add to the funnel is that last month I actually started running some paid ads, which I haven't put too much money into, but it has definitely been paying off. I'm gonna show that real quick. This is my Meta account, and this is my most recent ad that I launched. So far it has spent $167, and I've got 5 website purchases from that one, and my cost per purchase is $33. So on average I would have to spend $33 for someone to buy, and for the $167 I've put in so far, my return on ad spend has been 3.41. So you just take 167 times 3.41, and I made $569 of the 167 that I put in. So paid ads are definitely great, but I would not recommend that you start doing them until you have everything else in place, like some good products, good pricing, and all of the other stuff. Now, some of the last things I'm gonna go through in this video are what worked best and kind of the key shifts. I'm not sure if I said this, but something that worked really great that I kind of overlooked in the beginning was bundles. And I wish I launched a bundle much earlier, because I genuinely didn't think that people buy bundles this much, but they actually do. So as soon as you have like 3 products on your site, go ahead and bundle them up into one, and that will bump up your average order value so much. But also one of the key shifts, and also what worked best for me, was when I stopped selling the same products as everyone else. Like this pack right here was my second pack that I ever released, and it's these kind of energy hits, as you can tell. And if you're in the editing space, then you've probably seen like 10 other creators drop the same pack. Of course, it's not going to be the exact same presets, but in general, people can find these type of presets anywhere. So when you sell the same products as everyone else, then why would anyone come to you and buy? So this is my example. This is you as a creator with your 10 followers, and this is the creator that has the same product with 50k followers. That product probably works really good for them. They're printing money with that product, but you with your 10 followers, why the hell would someone go and buy from you? Like, let's say that this guy charges $47 for this product. Why would someone go to you, 10 followers, who charges $37 for the product, when they could go to someone with 50,000 followers who most likely has a better product than you? He has more social proof than you. So when you do this, you're kind of just setting yourself up for failure. And of course, you might get some sales here and there, but in the long run, it's not going to work. And the biggest shift came when I locked in for like 2 months and coded a plugin. And that's when I created the VFX kit, which has been my best-selling product so far, and it dropped at the start of July. And it's only when I dropped the VFX kit that I saw the huge shift in sales. But another key shift that kind of changed everything was when I started treating it like a business, because that's essentially what it is. Because selling editing packs is cool and you can do it without putting any effort into it, but when you start actually getting into funnels and actually studying what you're doing and kind of learning about it, that's when you'll see a big shift. So to sum this up, the biggest takeaway that I want you to take from this video that I haven't really talked about way too much is that followers and views essentially don't matter. And that's kind of a bold statement to make, but I'm sitting here with like 5,000 subscribers and like 10k on Instagram, and I'm making more than a full-time income of doing this. 100k views on every video and 50k followers just to make money off this. Because if you focus on a good product that stands out and solves problems, you're going to make money no matter how many followers or views you have. But of course, followers and views are going to help you boost those sales. But that's it. I'm going to leave all of my products linked in the description if you want to go and check them out for yourself. I hope you learned something new. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. You can go ahead and leave some feedback in the comments. I don't usually make content like this, but I really enjoy talking about this stuff. So go ahead, give me some feedback. I won't take it to heart, but I'll see you in the next one.